In the U.S., more specifically in Utah, we have our first encounter with the second generation of the GLS from Mercedes. In the vast open spaces, even this 7-seater looks tiny. But don't be fooled. It has grown by 8 centimeters to an impressive 5.21 meters long and 1.95 wide. It's just what a lot of American and Chinese customers were asking for, but hard to imagine how this will cope with the narrow streets and car parks in European cities. Even so, how do automotive journalists like the new GLS? We collected some first impressions. Thomas says what he particularly notices about the new GLS is that it is relatively agile for its size. That's probably because of its new suspension technology, and that's even true compared to the GLE, which has a shorter wheelbase and is a little more agile. But for this long wheelbase, he thinks it's still fun to drive, and when it comes to comfort, especially thanks to the air suspension, it's near the top of its class. Larissa says Mercedes-Benz likes to call the GLS the S-Class among SUVs, and she thinks that's a really good comparison. It has just about every feature. It has a very attractive design that still radiates elegance.
Really impressed, obviously, with the transition to the new platform. I had driven GLE, so I had a pretty good idea that it would be an improvement. But for a vehicle of this size, yes, it drives a lot more exciting than the old one.
Well, it's huge. I mean, I saw it for the first time. I was like, wow, driving this in Europe, it's, yeah, well, I can imagine it's more for the American market. It's big, it's very big.
Technically, the GLS is closely related to its smaller brother, the GLE. They share a platform, but the GLS is 25 centimeters longer. Both SUV models are built in the U.S.
Instead of the square shapes of the old one, it's more round now, so personally I like it more because it's more in proportion, especially the rear.
And that not only looks good, it also offers a maximum load capacity of 2,400 liters.
Yeah, well, they definitely renewed the interior. I like definitely the center console with the new shapes of the air vents. The interior is like typical Mercedes. They're rolling the interiors these days.
The two 12.3-inch displays are already standard on the GLS. What's really relaxing are the various massage programs which can be selected on the right display. Passengers in the rear can conveniently operate their seat functions, such as air conditioning and massage, using a detachable tablet. Of course, voice control is also possible.
Hey, Mercedes.
How may I help you?
I'd like to go to Salt Lake City.
I am starting route guidance to Salt Lake City.
Larissa says the workmanship is top-notch, as expected. The materials are beautiful, and she likes the way you really can choose what you want. Technologically, the vehicle has everything you need. What she likes is that you can hold on here in the middle. That gives it a bit of a SUV flavor. Alongside the 270 kilowatt 3-liter inline 6-cylinder gasoline engine, which will not be available in Western Europe, Mercedes is offering the GLS 580, a V8 with 360 kilowatts of power and a whopping 700 newton meters of torque. That allows it to sprint from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in 5.3 seconds, despite weighing 2.5 tons. In Europe, 2 diesel versions with 210 and 243 kilowatts will be the first on the market. Larissa was very impressed with the V8 and thinks it's well matched to the American roads.
These aren't Nürburgring roads, and it's not an AMG car. So, but it's tidy, it's resolved, it has good steering feel, it feels balanced, and it feels safe. I'm very much looking forward to driving this vehicle on my own roads in New Zealand, which is somewhat different to what we find in the United States.
Well, I had the 580. And I think it's a very fast car, especially with the EQ boost engine. So I think I'm actually more excited about the AMG coming.